and for the children? Or do I go out into the unknown and deal with the financial pieces that may not exist? Do I deal with the unknown of where am I going to live? Where am I going to lay my head? And how long? So, in addition to what we talked about today, I'm going to do some footage later and give some statistics which will all be blended with the YouTube show. Again, go to SIH Global One on YouTube. Again, that's SIH, the first three letters of Sisters in Harmony, Global One, and that's the number one. And all the information, previous videos, other shows from Dr. Walls and Friends Lives, interviews from different people around the world will pop up. Be sure to support that. Also, be sure to check the webpage, AskDrWalls.com, for future events. Please make sure you sign the contact sheet back there with the fabulous Nikki O. So, Nikki, wave your hand so people recognize you and see you. I always call it a diva at the desk. She got one of the hottest pair of shoes today. So, be sure to fill out the contact sheet so we can let you know future events that are coming up. Any other announcements before I close off this mic? I think that's about it. So I am going to close in song. I'm going to ask y'all to join me. This is called The Greatest Lullaby Meditation, which I actually wrote for my godchildren. And I have a 7-year-old goddaughter and a 20-year-old goddaughter that I refuse to believe that she's 20. But I wrote it to go along with my book, The Greatest Soul Journey, and it's found on the CDs back on the table back there. And what I thought about was, on their worst day, what do I want them to know? And that's what came to me. So please feel free to join in. It is a lullaby, so it's going to be catchy. I'm going to warn you already, okay? And it is a lullaby, so it may start to lull you to sleep, so I'm going to warn you on that too. So if you need to close your eyes and just rest in the moment, please do so. And as I said to you before, very God-centered, so you're about to hear the word God. All right? God restores excellence, activates talents too, encourages spiritual transformation in you. God restores excellence, activates talents too, encourages spiritual transformation in you. Live as if heaven is right here on earth. Know that you are priceless. Know your worth. Use your gifts and talents each and every day. There's no need to struggle. Peace is the way. God restores excellence, activates talents too, encourages spiritual transformation in you. Allow yourself to live your greatest life now. Journey to your soul so that you know how to be all that you were created to be. With God by your side, you're the greatest. Can't you see that God restores excellence, activates talents too, encourages spiritual transformation in you. God restores excellence, activates talents too, encourages spiritual transformation in you. Dr. Walls and Friends on the SIH Global One channel.
Sounds good.
Yes, it does. SIH Global One channel. For more videos from Dr. Walls and Friends, as well as from Sisters in Harmony, be sure to go to YouTube. Put SIH Global and the number 1, and you will find a whole lot of videos.
A whole lot.
A whole lot.
170 plus.
It was 170 plus, because that's not including what happened today.
Yeah. And when you do SI, there's no space between the one. There's no space.
Yes.
Someone was doing that. He kept on putting one.
Oh,
so there's
okay.
no ones. All one word. No space in between. Nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
So before we went to commercial break, we started talking. We've talked about in other segments where SIH started from, where SIH is now, and the question is, where does SIH go forward?
Hey, stars. Stars. One of my things you heard me saying, you know, you and Ruby laugh about me saying is, I said, I challenge people to bring something to our table. We will work with them. We wanted to work for them. As that challenge is going out and people see we're serious about it, people in St. Thomas now, people in St. Lucia, as we go in Barbette out in California, great vegan restaurant.
In Inglewood, California,
Love
go to Stuff I Eat with Barbette Davis.
Yes.
Yum.
So we look at that. And we look at we're looking at Miami, South Florida, Miami. Sister Calhoun came back from Costa Rica, and she said we could do some of them in Costa Rica. Let's do so. Where are we going now? We're going where God take us. Go, God, go.
Yes.
It's just go, God, go. See, there's no excuse why we can't do it. That's just it. There's no excuse.
None.
Because if you put God in them, like it said, I could do all things.
That's right.
They didn't say I could do some things. It said ALL. I could do all things.
We're going to church. Do I need to go get my tambourine? Y'all know I'm good for my tambourine. Do I need to go get the tambourine?
I really,
Okay. All right.
But it just tells me. I keep thinking about that. And then in the Old Testament, in the Psalms, the psalmist wrote, "Make a joyful noise."
Yes.
It didn't say make a noise. It said make a joyful noise. If you make if you make a joyful noise, what is that? That tells me your heart
Yes.
is in a joyful place.
Yes.
If your heart is in a joyful place, you cannot be looking to hurt your neighbor.
That's right.
So think about that. I think about make a joyfulness unto the Lord, all the lands, not just the U.S.
That's right.
All the lands. So you say, where's our next? My community planner.
Yes.
So where am I going next? I'm just going where God sent me. And we have to, and I'm not trying to say I'm that good. I just humble myself to the being that I call God. Sometimes I call him Allah. Sometimes I call him Terra. I call him Jehovah. Ondarimari. I call him all those names because I am comfortable as a human being knowing all those names point to the same entity.
Yes.
So I'm cool with all those names. But after I call all those names, what am I doing with my hands in the community? And that's what I challenge people to do.
As they talk about faith without works.
Hey, don't exist.
So what are the works? Right.
Let's
What are the
Let's
works
get it
that you're
done.
doing?
I'm not. People say, I can't work with him because he's Christian. Okay. Are you really God? Are you really doing the I am in you? No, that's it. I am. I am the I am. If I am the I am,
Yes.
and the I am say you can do all things, you say, I'm like, if I could do all things, the guy didn't say some things. He said all things.
That's right.
So where are we going? SIH the sky. Boom, we're going to the stars. That's it.
You know, I love it, and I've done consultations with groups and community agencies as well as individuals, and oftentimes it's a question of, we want to do this, but how are we going to do it? We want to do that, but we don't have the money. And I've always said, just start. Just start. What can you do? Do what you can do, and the rest will fill in. You know, from the infamous movie Field of Dreams, build it and they will come.
But you know, it's very difficult.
It is.
It's very challenging, because I know for me, lots of times, and you know, I always say, based on the business structure, the business world, or corporate America, Sisters in Harmony should not exist, because it's a failure business-wise.
Right.
But God is not in business. God doesn't have a business. God is in the spiritual upliftment of people, of believing. It says faith without works. It doesn't say business without works. It says faith without works.
That's right.
So before we change God's word, just analyze what he's saying. He says faith without works. So the business is not about faith.
Okay.
This is about God. Go, God, go.
All right.
So as we go forward, I don't know how we're going to get to St. Lucia in 2014. I don't know how we're going to get to St. Thomas later on, or when we're going to get there. I don't know how we're going to do Miami. I don't know how we're going to do California again. I really don't know. But guess what? It's not for me to know. It's for me to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to do God and let God do the work.
Okay.
And so you asked me, where are we going?
Yes.
The stars.
All right.
And leaving it to God.
Well, there it is.
That's it.
I don't think there's go God go. I think that's the best way to end this interview. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Well, thank you for doing what you're doing. I thank you personally, because it helps me do my job easier, because I cannot show a young girl how to be a queen. I could only take a queen to show a young girl how to be a queen. So thank you for being the queen and doing what you do.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, Dr. Walls.
You are welcome. And we will see you again real soon on Dr. Walls and Friends.